Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are joining me for the first time. So for today's video, how do I explain this? Back in high school, I used to write letters and then never send them. I went to high school when like texting and iPhones and all that kind of stuff wasn't really a thing. So we would pass notes in class, like, you know, the olden days. And I, for some reason, hoarded all of these notes. So I started cleaning out my closet and I ended up finding this Sephora bag full of every note, every letter that I had in high school. So for today's video, we're gonna read some notes and we're gonna walk down memory lane and we're gonna cringe. It's gonna happen, just is. And I may have to change some names throughout this to avoid getting sued. But let's get started. Oh, that's thick. That's a lot of notes. So I'm thinking the best way to do this is just like roulette style and just like shuffle these up and just grab one of them. When I was in the 6th grade, my best friend at the time and I liked the same boy, dated the same boy at different times, and when it was all said and done, it really drove us apart, as you know it would drive two 11-year-olds apart. And we ended up getting in a fight on AIM. That's how you can tell how long ago this was, because like AIM Instant Messenger was like a big thing back then. And we got in a fight on there. And for some reason, I printed that fight out, and it is 5 pages long. And I think I remember printing this out because we were in a group of friends. It was like the 4 of us, and I wanted the other 2 girls in my friend group to be on my side. Let's call her Tia. Tia and I really didn't see eye to eye about this subject of this boy, and I'm just gonna give you the highlights of this because it's a really long fight and I don't feel like reliving this kind of trauma, you know? It's just not in the cards for me today. I was just on the phone with BD and he said you're not his best friend. He's still my friend and he might sit with me again at lunch tomorrow. Burn! I said, number 1, good for you. Number 2, he's my best friend. I never said I was his. Number 3, stop calling him BD. It's really annoying and he doesn't like it. And number 4, I don't give a crap if he sits with you. He talks some major crap about you in 7th period. So stop acting all perfect because you're not his best friend either, okay? I'm geeked. Well, guess what? I don't act perfect. He doesn't hate it when I call him BD, and I don't care what he says about me because he says stuff about you too. But who am I to tell? I don't know anything. Oh well. I said, like what? She said, I don't know. Maybe you should just show me some respect considering I am the one who introduced you and him. I said, I don't have to give you any respect. I would have met him with or without you, Tia. And considering you don't show me respect, what reason do I have to show you any? And by the way, you better tell me what he says or I'll just have to call him myself. She said, I never said he talks crap about you. I just said might. I said, right, I know when you know something. I was just trying to make you feel how I feel when you put me through all this crap with him. I said, me? What about you? You know I liked him, and every single time you see him, you put me through this crap, and it sucks when I have to hear your stupid dirty work through, let's call her Mava. I just made that name up. Say it to me. God, it's not that hard. She said, I didn't say he said anything. I was just yanking your chain. Who talks like that? So let's just say we fought for a good couple of pages, just a lot. And I'm just gonna skip to the end of this because ultimately she dated him. She introduced me to him at the school dance. We clicked right away. We ended up having 7th period together, and then me and him became close. They broke up, and then we started dating. But then when she got word that we were dating, she made sure to break us up, and we went through a lot of drama in 6th grade. And that was the first love triangle I've ever been in. And I've actually been in 3 in my life because, you know, I am like a serial repeater when it comes to my situations that I end up in with boys. And if you want a 3-part series about the 3 love triangles I've been in, leave this video a thumbs up so that I know that you're interested in that, because they're good stories. I'll have to change the names for sure, but I mean, they're good little stories to tell. So yeah, this is giving me some PTSD, but it's cool. It's totally fine. So I guess I told her whatever like 400 times because she would say something and then I would just be like, whatever, okay, you know, sassy 11-year-old me. Someone had made her a MySpace. Wow, aging myself. Someone had made her a MySpace, and for some reason she thought it was me. I think she made her own MySpace, I don't really know, but she was blaming me because she said I had all her information, but like a lot of people had enough information about her to make a MySpace page for her. Not a big deal, but apparently we had a riff about it. And she said, I wrote her this big paragraph and I called her by her full name, and she said, don't you dare call me by my full name. I said, oops, too late, I already did. And she goes, Paige Marie Stewart, call me by mine. And I know for a fact you made that MySpace gymnastics doll or whatever. Nobody except you has my info. Give me the password. I don't need to, I already have one. It's half mine and half Icy's. I said, WTF? I didn't make that stupid MySpace and I knew you had one. She said, I just started sharing it with this girl yesterday, so apparently you don't know squat. I said, I suspected you did. That's what I meant. And I know a lot of things, hun. She said, don't call me hun. I said, whatever. I'll do what I want. And she said, I've said it 3 times. Good day. I said, well, apparently you don't mean it, or else you would have stopped talking to me, dummy. I did. You kept talking. For the 4th time, good day. I said, and I repeat for the 6th time, whatever. And she signed off at 8:02 p.m. That is freaking hilarious. I don't know what's better, the way that we were talking to each other or the fact that I printed this out to show my friends so they would take my side. Like, I aspire to be as petty as 11-year-old Paige, because I'm petty, don't worry, but like she was petty. I have lots of notes of people telling me that they think they're pregnant, which is just such a treat. Notes about my cousin Mia getting in potential fights, which is just like, you know, just another Tuesday. I'm just gonna read the first sentence of this letter because it's just too funny. I don't feel like doing this again. I literally think about Justin all the time, 24 hours a day. What was your favorite part of the movie? Me in 10th grade talking about Justin Bieber. We got a red ink letter. I guess she was serious. Oh, this is... Woo! Oh my gosh. So freshman year, me and my friend at the time had math class together, and in my math class was also the subject of my 2nd love triangle I've ever been in, but the boy that I was ultimately in love with for all of high school. I wrote a lot of notes about him while he was literally like sitting in front of me, like, you know, just sneaky things. All of these notes are about him. That was the first time I ever, I think, was like, honestly felt the emotion of love towards a boy. Like, I had like crushes and boyfriends in the past, whatever, you know, little things, but this boy let's call him Kevin. Kevin was the first boy that I really loved, I think, and I'm always gonna have love for him, like in like that little like puppy dog way, I think. But I was really smitten with this kid, and the amount of notes that I wrote about him is just like has to be an illness in some country. I am not sure. I thought that was it. Nope, there's more notes about Kevin here. Oh, this is a good one. This is me and this boy who I was friends with in high school. He was cute, whatever, you know, but he was bad news. Like just not good. And he used to ask me a lot to hang out outside of school. We would just be passing notes. I just opened this. I remembered the preface of this note, but until I just opened it and seen, I forgot. I'm almost embarrassed to read this because I was, what, 14 at the time. I didn't know a whole lot about boys, and he was very forward with me. Here goes. He says, "Hey." I said, "Hey." He said, "What's up, baby?" I said, "Nothing, you?" He said, "Same." I said, "Smiley face. This assignment is stupid." And then it took a turn. And he said, "Wanna tonight?" And I said, "Haha, no." Oh my God, who talks like this? And he said, "Why not?" And I said, "Because, ha 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 ha." And he said, "Because why?" And I just want to show you how big he wrote "because why." He was hard pressed about me turning down his offer. And I said, "IDK." And then he said, "Then we will tonight." And I guess after he wrote that, I took this note and left the classroom because I never wrote back, and I still have this. So, woo! I'm just gonna end this showing you guys pretty much the preface of this video, which is my "to all the boys I've loved before" type moment. And I'm gonna cover his name, but this is a letter that I wrote to, what do I call him? Kevin. And basically I just went in about how I felt about him. And this is a very like personal note, but basically I'll just say that I started saying there's so much that I want to tell you, like so much I want to say to you. I've been dying to say to you for 3 years now. First of all, you're the best guy friend I could have ever asked for. We got really close in 8th grade. We told each other everything. I miss that. And then I just went on to list all the things that I miss and love about him. And when I read this back, I realized how intense my feelings were, and I didn't really know how to channel those emotions at the time because I was young. And I just want to say that I'm the type of person that when I love really hard. Looking back on these notes was kind of just a way for me to remember that putting yourself out there is really hard, especially when you're a teenager. So I want to take all those emotions that teenage Paige kept inside of her, and I want to carry that over into my adult life and channel it into a healthy way, because I wrote letters to this kid and to other guys several times that were never sent, and some of these boys still never knew how I felt about them because I was just too scared to put myself out there. So I'm taking a lesson from my younger self to love and love hard, but at the same time let people know about your feelings because it's important, you know? sappy moment for the night. I'm done with that. Ew. Anyways, guys, that is gonna do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you want part 2 to this video, or if you want the 3-part love triangle series, give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below. Let me know which one you want to see. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for coming on this journey with me. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave and click that bell so that you are the first to know when I upload. I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on Sunday. Bye. Who? Oh. I'm really digging this blue eyeshadow. I thought it was going to be a little bit of a disaster, but I can rock with it. I can't use this one.